How's it going? So, I think this week has been somewhat eventful and mainly just learning, really. Like, this week I've mainly just been kind of playing the piano quite a bit more and looking at more tutorials online and just learning lots of other different songs that I like. And most of them are like really hard because learning a new song is hard to begin with, but at the same time I'm learning new chords and new fingerings and stuff, so it's a slow process, but at the end I think the feeling of playing the song myself is just very satisfying and very rewarding. And once I properly learn the song a bit more, I'll probably like to put them out on this channel to just basically show me practicing the songs and let you hear what kind of songs I've been learning. But for now I'm just gonna have to still practice a bit more and hopefully try and get to play the songs more smoothly and basically just remember all the chords and melodies. But I think overall it's going quite well with the piano. And then for the rest of the week, just continuing with my book, really. I'm currently on chapter 8, just basically rereading through it, adding in a whole lot of other parts and still trying to add in some more character interactions and just kind of develop their stories and basically characters a bit more. So I think overall it's going slow but quite smoothly still. And in other parts of the week, mainly just trying to help my mum around the house, really. So been washing the dishes more often, hoovering the house, just various things to try and help out my mum, really, because my mum does a lot for me and I'm very grateful to have her around. Throughout these many years, I'm just very grateful for my mum, and she's just been very hardworking, very caring, and has just looked after me very well all these years. So I'm just trying to basically help out in return and just help around the house and stuff. And it is difficult, with all the my mental health and voices always distracting me, but I still try my best to help her out. And then as for entertainment, I guess the highlight for this week is that I watched through season 1 of Scooby-Doo, and this is the very first original series. And back then it was one of the cartoons that I enjoyed the most as a kid, always trying to figure out who the culprit is and the mystery and basically just all the humor and stuff. But going back and watching it now, I do feel that it hasn't really aged that well. A lot of animations are reused and it's very obvious who the culprit is now. But I do understand that it was a very groundbreaking series and animation back in the day when it was released in the 60s, early 70s. But after all these years, I do feel that it's still nostalgic for me, but I don't feel that it's really aged all that well. But overall, I still somewhat enjoyed it. I'd say roughly similar to last week. So again, not too high, not too low, but I do get more especially sad when I watch the news, still hearing all the deaths from COVID, and now with the added black community rioting over the death of George Floyd in US. So it's just overall just always overwhelming negative news when I watch TV. But I try to not watch too much of it, or else I'll just get too depressed from it all. I just kind of watch enough to get a basic understanding of what's going on around the world, but it's still just very sad to see so much negativity in this current time. I mean, if you've been following me through the weeks, then you pretty much know what to expect for next week. So it's going to be very similar to this week, I'd imagine. So still continuing my book, practice more on the piano, and yeah, just try and help out around the house a bit more. But yeah, overall I'd say it's going to be very similar to this week. So I guess that's pretty much it for this week, so hopefully I'll see you next Saturday. That's it for this video. My name is Hoiman, and please consider subscribing, I'd really appreciate it. And remember, always look forward, keep hope alive, and remember, you're somebody.